Home prices in this Kansas City suburb jumped nearly 4% in just 1 year, while the rest of the metro barely had half of that. Surprised? Most people are, because it's not the suburb everyone talks about. In this video, you'll see why Lee Summit is becoming the new it place to live and what smart buyers are already doing to get in before the rush. And trust me, timing matters. Prices have already been climbing, and with major investments rolling out, this secret won't stay secret for long. Can you picture what a $44 million downtown makeover looks like? While other suburbs are still trying to bring life back to their old downtowns, Lee Summit went all in, and now it's one of the most walkable and lively spots around. The Green Street development changed everything. It brought a year-round farmers market called Green Street Market, so people can grab fresh local food right in the center of town. And there's the Green Street Lawn, a covered space for concerts, festivals, and events all year long. It was designed as a true gathering place, built to keep downtown full of energy through every season. And later in the video, when we talk about the lake recreation scene, you'll see how all these updates make this place shine. It's that rare mix of small-town charm and city-style convenience that buyers are always chasing. Green Street Grove adds even more to the downtown vibe, with a streetscape pavilion, local art walk, and playground for kids. Parents can stroll through the art, relax for a bit, and enjoy the walkable feel while the kids are busy having fun. Downtown Lee Summit Main Street also held on to its Main Street accredited status for 2025 through the Missouri Main Street Connection. Last year, more than $610,000 went into public and private projects here, and those created new jobs right downtown. One of the biggest updates is the Ellis Glen mixed-use development, the first urban infill project around here since 2001. It includes 26 upscale homes and 9,000 square feet of commercial space, finished in July 2025. It's modern living right in the middle of a historic downtown. And the thing is, all this growth is only one piece of what's driving the housing market here. When development like this meets record-breaking appreciation, that's when buyers start really paying attention, and sometimes even second-guessing Johnson County. Let me show you why this market should be on every buyer's radar right now. Here's a number that'll make you stop for a second. Almost 4% growth in just 1 year. So what does that actually mean? September data shows a median home price of $480,000, which is up 3.9% from last year. Homes here are selling in about 40 days, and a lot of people are getting multiple offers on their homes. Some even closed with inspections waived. And later in this video, when we talk about schools, you'll see why these price jumps are just the start. The schools here easily compete with top districts around the metro, but the big difference is the price. You're getting the same quality education at a much lower cost. Now, the new construction numbers tell an even better story. Right now, there are more than 200 new homes for sale across several big developments. Orchard Woods has 34 premium lots. Woodland Oaks has 42 homes in a planned community, and Bailey Farms is the biggest one yet with more than 200 lots across 3 phases. What's cool is that it's not all one look or one builder. You've got a range of home styles and floor plans that fit different types of buyers. Migration data backs it up too. About 0.34% of all home buyers in the country searched for a move to Lee Summit from other metros. The top cities, LA, Wichita, and Chicago. People from all over are starting to find this hidden gem. So what's driving all this demand? Here's the thing. Lee Summit has something most suburbs don't. Its schools are top tier, and in many cases, they even beat Johnson County's best. That's a huge reason families keep moving here, and it's one of the main forces behind all of this growth. If you're moving to Kansas City with school-age kids, you should pay attention to this part. It could save you hundreds of thousands of dollars. Lee Summit West High School ranks number 19 on 378 Missouri high schools, which is higher than a lot of Johnson County schools that people pay a premium to get into. So what's behind all that demand? The Lee Summit R7 school district serves about 18,000 students across 29 schools. That includes 18 elementary schools, 4 middle schools, and 4 high schools. And the district itself ranks number 64 out of 386 in Missouri and holds a solid 4-star rating. Lee Summit West earned a 5-star rating and has a 95.5% graduation rate. The student-to-teacher ratio is 16:1, which means smaller classes and more one-on-one time for students. That's something every parent wants to hear, right? Summit Lakes Middle School ranks number 41 out of 451 Missouri middle schools and also holds a 5-star rating. Highland Park Elementary comes in at 82 out of 906 elementary schools, so the quality runs deep across the district. It's not just one standout campus. The district also has an overall niche grade of A and ranks number 4 for best districts for athletes in Missouri. It's number 5 for best teachers statewide, and that kind of reputation drives long-term home values and community pride. College prep numbers from Lee Summit West show that 54% of the class of 2022 went to 4-year colleges, and another 25% went to 2-year programs. So nearly 8 out of 10 graduates continued their education. That's a big deal. But there is one more edge that Johnson County can't match, and most people don't even realize it. It's all about lifestyle. Let me show you why the recreation options here are on a completely different level. What if I told you there's a Kelsea suburb where your weekends can include sailing, hiking, and even a beach day? Seriously, name another suburb where you can spend the morning sailing across a 930-acre lake and then hit over 100 miles of trails that afternoon. Oh wait, Lake Tacoma alone spans 970 acres and has it all. Sailing, windsurfing, and boat rentals. You can fish for crappie, bluegill, bass, or walleye. The marina and free boat ramps make it super easy to get out on the water, no matter your skill level. Then there's Longview Lake, another local favorite. It covers 930 acres, has space for camping, and 14 picnic shelters, perfect for weekend cookouts. Families love the swimming beach, and if you're into golf, there's a 27-hole course that winds through the area. You've also got 6 miles of paved bike trails and spots for horseback riding. Now, that's where it gets even better. This kind of outdoor lifestyle becomes a huge bonus when you think about location. We'll get into that next because unlike a lot of lake towns that feel far away from everything, Lee Summit gives you that lake life and easy access to jobs, schools, and shopping all in one place. Another incredible thing here is the trail system. You have over 100 miles of connected trails that people use year-round. The Rock Island Trail runs through a historic rail corridor. Arbor Walk Park Trail winds through shady trees and quiet paths, and Little Blue Trace Trail stretches for more than 15 miles with picnic spots and shelters all along the way. Lee Summit Parks and Rec keeps all of this running strong. They manage 32 parks across the city and 4 community centers that stay busy all year long. There's an aquatic center, 2 splash pads for the kids, a huge outdoor amphitheater for concerts, and even an ice rink for winter fun. There's always something going on here, every season, for every age, for every family, and the best part, these aren't just talking points. These are real parks, real trails, real places that people actually use every single day. But what makes Lee Summit truly special is that it doesn't stop there. It pairs all this recreation with a great location and serious economic growth. In the next part, I'll show you the major infrastructure projects that are reshaping eastern Kansas City right now. What if you could live somewhere that gives you the best of both worlds? Outdoor adventure and easy access to major job centers. That's exactly what you get here. It sits right at the center of a billion-dollar infrastructure plan that's completely transforming the east side of Kansas City. One of the biggest projects right now is the Route 291 North and US Route 50 interchange. It's a $25 million investment set to finish by the end of next year, and when it's done, traffic will move faster and commutes are going to feel a lot smoother for thousands of residents. It doesn't stop there though. The 3rd Street corridor is getting a full update too. We're talking brand new sidewalks, shared trails, street lighting, and utility upgrades stretching from Blue Parkway to Jefferson Street. This is a full-on modernization that's changing how people get around every day. And when we look at price comparisons with Johnson County in the next section, keep these projects in mind. You'll see homes selling for as much as $300,000 less than similar ones that you would find in Leawood. And that price gap, it's likely to get smaller as these improvements continue to drive up local home values. Lee Summit also has a solid job market that keeps the local economy strong. The Lee Summit R7 school district employs almost 2,900 people. Homeland Security's USCIS branch has around 2,200 employees. The National Benefits Center adds about 1,500 more, and GIHA employs over 1,300. These steady, good-paying jobs create long-term stability for the entire housing market. And you know what's wild? The city's 5-year plan for capital improvement from 2026 to 2030 totals more than $778 million. That includes 27 new projects, adding another $68 million in upgrades. And on top of that, the city's already locked in $75.6 million in state and federal grants to help fund it all. Population growth is keeping pace with that momentum too. As of July 2024, Lee Summit had 106,419 residents, up 5.2% since the 2020 census count of 101,122. That's way above the national average, and it shows just how fast this area is expanding. So what does all of this mean for you? It means opportunity. The price advantage over Johnson County, Kansas won't stay this wide forever, and once you see how much growth and investment are happening here, you'll understand why so many buyers are choosing Lee Summit before that gap starts to close. Here's a number that might make every Johnson County buyer stop and think. Homes in Lee Summit are selling for about $300,000 less than Leawood, and you're still getting that same lifestyle and quality of life. Let's break it down. The median home price in Lee Summit is around $480,000. Overland Park sits at about $630,000, so it's roughly $150,000 difference for a very similar suburban feel. Leawood jumps all the way up to $780,000, a $300,000 gap. And even Prairie Village comes in at higher at around $595,000. So yeah, you're getting Johnson County quality at Missouri prices. But what's crazy is that the value keeps getting better when you look at what's coming next. Now, let's talk about what's driving the next wave of growth. Streets of West Pryor is one of the biggest new projects in the area. Over 70 acres of mixed-use space and more than 600,000 square feet of total development. It's a $200 million investment with new residential spots like Summit with 237 units, The Signature with 184, and Vanguard Villas with 83. And the retail, it's already shaping up to be a destination. You've got Starbucks, Firebirds, and Shake Shack coming in. The kind of lineup you'd expect in Johnson County, right here. Then there's Oldham Village East, a proposed $416 million development that could bring in Costco as the anchor. It's expected to include homes, retail, office, and civic spaces, basically a full community hub that rivals some of Johnson County's biggest projects. And the numbers tell a strong story. The median household income here is $105,000. Over half the residents, 53%, have a bachelor's degree or higher. And the 73% homeownership rate shows that people aren't just moving here, they're putting down roots. But what do most people not realize about the timing? That window to buy in at these prices is closing fast. Smart buyers are already moving, and once the rest of the market catches up, these advantages won't last long. All right, Lee Summit is a full lifestyle upgrade. You get Johnson County quality with Missouri prices. Median prices have jumped to $480,000, but that's still $300,000 less than comparable Leawood properties. Migration from LA, Chicago, and Wichita shows the national recognition is growing, and if you're ready to explore this place before the secret gets out completely, email me at Kelsea@lakewoodhomesandland.com. I'll send you my exclusive Lee Summit buyer's guide with neighborhood breakdowns, pricing analysis, and upcoming listing alerts you won't find anywhere else. And if you want to see what's driving Casey's explosive growth right now, click the video on your screen. I break down over $2 billion in major developments happening right across the metro, from the riverfront transformation to new transit lines coming to more suburbs. Thank you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.